John chapter 12, verses 24 and 27 to 38. I tell you the truth, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains only a single seed. But if it dies, it produces many seeds. Now my heart is troubled. And what shall I say? Father, save me from this hour? No, it was for this very reason I came to this hour. Father, glorify your name. Then a voice came from heaven. I have glorified it and will glorify it again. The crowd that was there and heard it said it had thundered. Others said an angel had spoken to him. Jesus said, This voice was for your benefit, not mine. Now is the time for judgment on this world. Now the prince of this world will be driven out. But I, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all men to myself. He said this to show the kind of death he was going to die. The crowd spoke up. We have heard from the law that the Christ will remain forever. So how can you say, the Son of Man must be lifted up? Who is this Son of Man? Then Jesus told them, You are going to have the light just a little while longer. Walk while you have the light, before darkness overtakes you. The man who walks in the dark does not know where he is going. Put your trust in the light while you have it, so that you may become sons of light. When he had finished speaking, Jesus left and hid himself from them. Even after Jesus had done all these miraculous signs in their presence, they still would not believe him. This was to fulfill the word of Isaiah the prophet. Lord, who has believed our message, and to whom has the arm of the Lord been revealed?
We've been reading a few verses in the book of John in chapter 12. And as I was just reading it myself, there's a couple of points that really struck me. It's in verses 31 and verses 32. The judgment of this world. Now will the ruler of this world be cast out. And I, says Jesus, when I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. And it just made me think, we've been called out. We've been called out of the world. We've been set apart, but we're still in the world. We're still living and working and serving in this fallen, broken world. And this world can be distracting, and it's filled with temptations and as we draw near, as we try to journey towards the cross, as we try to draw near to Jesus, these distractions, these temptations hinder us and cause us to stumble, cause us to move in a different direction. But we need to remember, I think Jesus really wants us to remember that when he was lifted up, when he died on the cross, that first Easter, it's not a death that we celebrate at Easter, it's a victory. He has defeated Satan. He has removed Satan from that seat of power. Satan has no power over us anymore. And it's Jesus himself who's drawing us to him. As we journey into that cross, he is drawing us to himself. And I just think, how can we resist these temptations in the world and these distractions in the world? And the only way is to depend on Jesus, I believe. And it's just, as we journey into the cross, it's just starting each day getting right with Jesus. Just begin each day in prayer. Call out to the Lord, cry out to the Lord. Help me, give me the strength, help me to resist the temptations of the devil, Lord. And he is our ultimate victor.
be praying a prayer of blessing over you and your family in Spanish, my heart language. So, here we go. Señor Jesús, gracias. Gracias por tu sacrificio. Gracias por tu amor derramado en la cruz. Gracias porque tenemos este libre acceso a tu presencia en todo tiempo, en todo lugar. Te pido por cada persona que está escuchando ahora, aunque no entienda español, aunque no sea posible, que tu Espíritu Santo se revele de forma especial. Que tu Espíritu Santo toque el corazón y traiga una nueva revelación del profundo poder de lo que tú conquistaste en la cruz del Calvario por cada vida. Te pido tu presencia inundando cada casa, cada corazón y nos atrayendo a ti, Jesús, más y más cerca de ti, en el nombre de Jesús.